Hey, so it's Thursday morning. Um, it's 8:30, which is quite quite late for me not to be ready. But yesterday I was literally so busy, and I think when you go into a business like this, you people see what they what you post on Instagram. They see that you're doing little bits, but there's always that like, well, surely she's not that busy. She's sat at home working from home. um your business is, you get back out of your business what you put into it. Now, for me, I've always believed that being part of a community and a support team and having that support network around you is the big thing that gets you results. If you've got the support and you've got the right people around you, then you're more likely to adhere to your goals, and you're more likely to see them changes than you would if you were by yourself. And this is actually just like completely this was actually like proven to me, really, has been proven to me many times, especially with clients that do, if they're not engaging, then they're not sticking to things, they're not sticking to routine, they're not sticking to the goals, because there's no engagement, they're not being part of the community, they're not getting themselves involved in that, they're not accepting the support that's there. From a business side as well, people that have signed up to become a promoter, but maybe their why has not been big enough, they've not wanted to get involved into it, and they've literally come and go. Do you know what I mean? You can't force someone to do something. And also, you know, you've got to have like a why. Like, everyone does something for a reason. Everyone wants something for a reason. They don't just do it because it's just there. They do it because, there's something inside you that wants a change. And having that support network around you is going to remind you of your why. It's going to remind you of what you're doing this for. So when we started drinking ketones, we went into the business side of it. For me, it wasn't enough just for somebody to buy a box of ketones and then for me not to give any input into that afterwards. It didn't feel enough for me. And I think probably maybe that's because of the background I've come from, how I work. It's, even when I was PTing in the gym, it didn't end on the gym floor. There was the support outside the gym. There was the Zoom calls at night. There was the Facebook content uploads. It was all there. So just to keep it, yeah, so people knew that the support was there, and obviously it's up to them if they take it or not. But I found that the ones that were taking the support were getting the biggest results. So it's proven, really, if you take what you're offered, if it's there for you, you're going to get the results. So we decided that with this, that we would start up a support group as well, really, through Facebook. Obviously, when it changed that I was going to be coming out the gym as well and wasn't going to be going back into the gym to personal training in the gym, and I was going to do online coaching instead, it just made sense for me to be able to offer support, nutrition support, because obviously a lot of people drink ketones for fat loss, and fat loss is not going to happen if you're not staying within your calorie deficit, if you're not looking at your nutrition. So that needs to be educated, so that's why we're doing that. I thought, well, it just made sense, really. It just comes natural to me to actually offer that support with it as well. So for those that have signed up online, that's what they'll get too. Obviously as well, then, for me, fitness is massive. The gym is a very scary place for some people. Some people don't like going to the gym. Some people find it intimidating. I've had before now where I've actually go outside to the car to get clients out of the car to walk them into the gym, because that's where they've been. It's a scary place. I get it. I know when the first time I walked into a gym, I think it took me about half an hour to get through the gym door. When I did get in there, I think I spent about 20 minutes in there and walked back out again. It's, you know, it was a very, very scary experience for me. And I think it's a very scary experience for a lot of people. So it then made sense then as well for me to maybe just offer some fitness classes online. So because I want to get this absolutely right, and I believe that education is the power to success. If you tell somebody what to do, they're going to do it. They're not going to value it. They're not going to understand why they're doing it, so they're not going to value it. They're probably going to do it a couple of times and then they probably won't do it again. If you educate somebody on why we're doing it, what the reasons for it is, what the benefits are, then they're going to value it. They're going to understand it. They're going to have that understanding. They're going to have that knowledge. And they're going to keep on doing it, and they're going to pass that knowledge on, because they're going to say to somebody, well, I do this because of da-da-da. Whereas if you said to somebody, well, why are you doing that? Well, I don't know, just because I was told to do it. That somebody then is going to have their input into it, but they can always then come, because they're educated, they can actually say, I'm doing this because. And it just helps them value it a little bit more. So this week, obviously on Monday, we've set up a Facebook page, a support Facebook page, which is a private one, which is separate from the Energize one. And it's going to have content in there. So when, you know, you see people, you see us on there talking about the ketones, about what they do, behind the scenes of that, we go a little bit deeper. So we offer that other support as well, the nutrition and the fitness and the lifestyle and the mental health side to it, and everything that comes with it. So we're going to offer that to it as well. Obviously, we're not psychologists, we're not doctors or anything like that, so we can't delve into the mental health side to it too much, but we can offer the support and do what we know, you know what I mean, what we've learned ourselves in the past. But for the fitness and nutrition side, I can offer that. Do you know what I mean? Because that's my profession, so I can offer that. So I've been doing a lot of work this week, and yesterday I had emails pinging, because I had the training in the morning, I had coaching calls in the morning, and coaching calls in the afternoon. So I was then obviously to get our promoted, because I want them to get off to the best start they can do. I had the coach call in the morning, then I was sending them emails of what we'd spoke about, what their tasks are, what they need to do. It had example scripts on there to send to people when people ask them questions, because I'm quite lucky because I've got the nutrition side of it. So I understand how the ketones work. I understand how ketosis works, what ketogenesis is, how the ketogenic diet works, what's needed for this, in order for it to work from a fat loss point of view. So I've got that, so I'm really lucky. So I've passed what I know onto my promoters and said, this is why it does it. And it's about teaching them why it does it, why this works. Because then they can then pass it on to their customers, say, this is why it works. So I was doing all that, and then last night I was then thinking, right, I need to get the Facebook page sorted. So I had so much to do yesterday. I had the class upload to do for the HIIT, because we're starting off with HIIT, which is body weight workouts. So we've got a beginners, an intermediate, and advanced on there. So I was putting them on there. I've got nutrition documents to sort out, to update, because they need updating. Support guides that need updating. There's so much that's going to be going into it, and we're doing this because not only do we want our business to be a success, but we want to give people the absolute best journey they possibly can. You know, and that's what we want. We're not going to be earning from doing the extra work. Do you know what I mean? No one who's signed up is going to pay me for the nutrition advice. That's something that we're doing because we 100% believe in it. And I believe that that's what's needed, that support. So when people see this business as, oh, it's just a way for them to make money. Well, that's why people go to work. But you know what? If you put in that extra support, you're going to be valued. And that's what it's about for me. It's the value and the appreciation. And that's why we are doing the extra stuff with it as well. But so it is a lot more work. And this last night I got into bed and literally my head was just like full of all things that I need to do. Is it going, I have that worry of this, like, is it going to be okay? Are people going to understand it? There's so many people, I don't even know all these people. I'm trying to get to know them. I'm sending out questionnaires to them so I can get to know them a little bit more, because I want to know them on a personal level. I want to know what makes them tick. I want to know what their why for it is. I want to know if they've got any issues that could stand in their way. I want to know all that so I can deliver the best in terms of that information, in terms of the support we're giving them. And then obviously then Ian I can teach Ian about it, about how, what each customer as well when he comes back, and he knows best how to support. So if there's ever a question that comes up, he knows how to support that person. Every single person is an individual. We're not looking this as a whole board. Every single person is an individual. And to us, I've always said, if I could do stuff, if I could just give somebody the feelings that I have for what I do, you would understand why I do this. You'd understand why I sit here till late at night working, from early hours in the morning working. It's, why my days are like they are, because we want the success, and we want the success for everybody else, well, including our promoters. So not only are we bringing in new people into our business as clients and offering them support, but at the same time, we're trying to build a team, and we're trying to help our new promoters who haven't got any of the the nutrition knowledge, haven't got the fitness knowledge. Some of them have never done business work like this before, so I'm trying at the same time to build them up. So there's 2 platforms in this that we're trying to go down, and it is hard, really, really hard. But you know what? It's so fucking rewarding, and the rewards outweigh the hard part, where there's times where I just go, oh my gosh, this is so hard, and oh my god, I'm so tired, and can I just take a minute, please? Like, for my own training, I tried to train twice yesterday. I got my dumbbells out, I got my weights out, put them in the middle of the floor yesterday, went to train. Twice I tried to do it, twice my phone went off, and twice I had calls. So I had 1 call, and then I had somebody asking me to do a Zoom. So twice that happened, and I thought, you know what, just for now, just for this week, let's just run with what it is, right? Training for me is massive, because it's for my mental health as well, for my own mind. But this at the moment takes priority, and this is helping. Obviously, my mental health is absolutely is in a really good place now anyway, so I'm okay with that. But this takes priority. When the gyms reopen on Monday, my time to train will be first thing in the morning. So I will have that time, and when I'm in the gym, I will be in my time for that hour and a half, however long it is, and then come back to work. But right now, this is what it is. So if you are thinking, well, they don't really do much, they look like they're having the time of their lives, they're just on Instagram, just like at home doing nothing, please rest assured, it's not that at all. This tired state now is what it is. This is what the business is. This is what network marketing is. This is what building a business really is. And I just hope that it does become a success. Do you know what I mean? I really, really do. But even though I am tired, and I do feel like, oh my gosh, I'm absolutely knackered, and I would love to just sit on the sofa and watch Netflix, I actually wouldn't like to do that, because that's not going to help everybody else, is it? And that's not going to help us build a business. So even though there's a part of me that's like, do you know what, Kat, just sit and chill. Do you know what I mean? You haven't got training online until 10 o'clock. Just chill for a bit. in my head, I'm like, no, Kat, no, that's not what you're about. That's not who you are. You are building a business, you are helping others, and you are inspiring others, and that is what it's about. And that is then the reward comes in, and you're like, do you know what? I don't care. I can. There's plenty of time for me to sleep. I can sleep at night. There's plenty of time for me to put my feet up at night if I want to. You know, there's plenty of time for me to do that when I'm old and I can't actually walk anymore or something's going on. That's when I'll rest. But right now, I'm not going to rest. I'm going to keep on going and keep going until this business becomes a success, and until people have started their own journey, until our promoters have started. I've got the confidence to actually go out and build their own team, and that's what it's about. So I just wanted to share that little bit of insight into it, because it's not all happy roses and everything. It is, it really, really is, but it does come with this side of it as well, you know. And at the same time, myself and Ian are like, as you can see behind us, there's our stock. Look at the empty boxes now. There's even more empty boxes. We sold some experiences yesterday, which has left us really low on stock. And then now at the same time, we've got that worry of, oh crap, we need to buy some ketones for ourselves, and we need to buy some stock. And it's like, right, where's that coming from? Do you know what I mean? So where's that going to come from? And that again is what is something else that we need to think about. So we are literally putting blood, sweat and tears and happiness and memories and laughter and hopefully a ton of inspiration into this. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, subscribe. Please subscribe. Please. It would really help us out if you would. Thank you.